Here we have a courses table, and what I'd like to be able to do is retrieve the list of courses that we want to render in the Angular side, right? So let's do a select. Notice that there's no courses right now. Let's add a couple of courses. So this will be maybe CS 4550. We'll add CS 5200, okay, and CS 5500. All right, and we're going to do an apply. That's going to insert those three records, and there we go. So we have those three records. So we want to expose this data so it's accessible from the outside, from the client, right? So let's go back to our Java server, and let's create a couple of things that we'll need. We'll need a repository, right? For every table that we want to expose, we need a repository. So let's create a repository real quick. So we'll need a Java class, really an interface, and we'll call it the course repository. And in here, we'll extend the CRUD repository, and we need to configure it, saying that what we want to store in the database are courses, and the primary key is integers. Excellent. We'll probably want to be able to retrieve a list of courses, so we can define our own query that is going to return a list of courses. So find all courses, that is going to implement the following query. I'm going to implement the following query, which is just going to be select course from course. I can't spell today. Course. All right, with no where clause, meaning I want all of them. Yes. Yes. Don't let me leave unless I push it. All right, so I have the course here, and so we need that. We also need a service or a controller that exposes this data. So let's do that. Let's create the controller here. Controller. So we'll create a new Java class. So this will be a course controller that is going to expose this data model. So we're going to have here a REST controller, and we want to be able to have retrieve the list of courses. Find course. Find all courses, which is basically going to use the repository we just created, right? The course repository, and it's going to say just return whatever the repository returns when it calls the database and retrieves all the courses. We'll need to inject this repository using AutoWire, and we're also going to expose this and map it to the following URL. We'll say API/courses, right? And that will retrieve all the courses. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's restart the server. Let's see if this blows up. Okay, looks like it's up and running. Let's hit our server. Let's see if we get the data. So it would be localhost 8080 /API /courses. All right, we have the three courses that we have in the database, right? And that's exactly what we'd like to be able to do. Now the challenge is that, can we hit this from Angular, right? So let's head over to the Angular side and let's try and hit this server and retrieve it and render it. Okay, let's do that next.